Oh, I didn't see you there. I guess that means it's time for our monthly palette knife painting challenge. Yay! As always, my name is Bloodstained Wings, and today I'm really excited to show you guys that I was having fun with a palette knife. And just so you guys can see it, here it is, a palette knife painting inside of a palette knife painting. Yes! I know, so meta. Anyways, let's get going with this painting. So as you guys saw in the intro, we're going to be doing our monthly palette knife challenge painting, which is very exciting. I'm always very excited for the palette knife paintings. And this week we're going to be doing a palette knife painting inside of a palette knife painting. How like Inception is that, right? So you guys saw the intro in which I do crazy things. You guys can see the whole finished painting. I, however, cannot see that finished painting just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a little bit of white with my yellow ochre, and I'm going to have some yellow ochre just going off the top here. Now, I've already prepped this. You saw me with the goop. As always, we are using Neo Maglip, and then these are all with oil paints. And just a disclaimer, if you're going to be painting along using oils, excuse me, please make sure that you use like odorless paint thinners, and keep in mind like your safety, because safety is important, and you want to do this in like well ventilated rooms and stuff like that, because we don't want you dying over here. Don't die. Is what I'm trying to say is don't die. Hope that's okay as a little disclaimer. I'm gonna go right into some cadmium. Heck yeah. All right. I'm gonna go into some alizarin crimson. So I'm kind of painting a palette knife rainbow right now. So you can see the yellow at the top there going into the orange kind of color. And then I'm just gonna kind of dance these back and forth a little bit. Yeah, make them dance. It's a little bit of dancing. You know, words are hard sometimes to explain what you're doing in art. I'd like to point out. So we're just gonna go with my explanation of we are dancing these colors back and forth so that they dance. Because that's how I decided to describe it. Now, obviously, we've got a little circle in the middle here. Yes, it says thank you. And that is me saying thank you to you guys for watching this video. I appreciate that. All the, like, 7 of you. You're the best, and I appreciate your existence. Go back into some alizarin crimson. So we've got quinacridone violet now, mixing with the alizarin crimson to make like a nice purpley color. And then using that color, I'm gonna add a little bit, just a smidgen of phthalo blue. Be very careful with your phthalo blue. If you're still looking for it to be purple and not just straight up blue, be very careful with your addition of the blue, because it will dominate very quickly. And now we get to just dominate with the blue. That's gonna go through here. I'm gonna come in with some white to highlight these to make them stand out. I just knew that the yellow was gonna be a problem immediately, so I was like, I'm just gonna solve this problem right now before it's a problem. All right, get that blue down there. I don't know if you guys can see, but that blue is like electric. It is amazing. I love phthalo blue. It's one of those colors that I just love. I don't know if you guys have that feeling at all with some colors. You're just like, yes, color, I love you. This is Viridian Hue. Just thought I would toss that one in there because it's a lovely green. It's like an emeraldy green, which is just really beautiful. I really like it. As a color, I think it is quite lovely as a green. And then we're gonna finish off with a little bit of sap green. In terms of just laying out the colors that we want. You did see that I did start this on a black canvas, as is my wont. I like starting on a black canvas for a lot of reasons. One of them is that your shading is already done, which is great. It makes your life super easy when you're like, I'm just gonna start with all of my shading done already. So all you have to worry about is the midtones and the highlights, which is great. It's cheating, and I like cheating. To be honest, so did Bob Ross, so it's okay. All right, I'm gonna grab the yellow color and go back through here, adding a little bit of that yellow through there to kind of blend those two together. And then I'm gonna go over this spot a little bit more with these colors so that they kind of blend together a little bit more. Yeah, and then I'll do the same with the blue. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong color. That's the wrong color. Just gonna smooge it about, and then we'll add phthalo blue, which is gonna just fix everything because phthalo blue is that dominant. There you go. Doesn't blend at all. It's like, nah, blending is for fools. I am phthalo blue and I will dominate. Which is pretty sweet. It's great. If you're gonna make a mistake in the area where you can just cover it up with phthalo blue, because that is the trick right there to making it look awesome. I think what I'm gonna do is use my super tiny one and go in with some white to just like add some like real crazy highlights that I think are gonna just make it like dramatic and really help to like form the shapes that I'm looking for, which is just an explosion. I'm really just, I'm not gonna lie, we're looking for an explosion. But I thought that this would be neat, and I don't like it so much, so I'm just gonna blend with it a little bit and see if I like it after I've blended with it. That's better. It looks more visible now, which is good. Yeah, that's good. But I don't like how, there we go. Apparently I'm just gonna use this knife. This is the one for me. This happened a while ago where I discovered sometimes people have preferential treatment for palette knives for absolutely no reason. And I prefer this one for absolutely no reason. I don't have a reason behind preferring this one other than potentially it's what I first picked up, and maybe that's an excuse. Not entirely sure. But there we go. We've got our first little bit there. Now for the absolutely critical crazy part, which I'm really excited about. Although let's just use a little bit of a brush to like blend some of this. Maybe? No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. It's okay. That's why I started in the spot where the painting was not. But yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up our little sticker. Beautifully done. And now we have this lovely black hole. This is not scientifically accurate, by the way, for what a black hole looks like, just to specify in case anybody's like, yeah, black holes totally look like this. They don't. They super don't. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take some black and I'm going to just add a little bit of black and have a little, like, I don't know, event horizon, I guess. Line through here that's just black and hanging out doing its thing, and then adding a little bit of black to the edges here. Even though I added white to that, I'm now adding black, so that's a thing. And then I want to add over here, and then turning my knife around, I'm going to add again a little bit of black to the edge there. And I think if I do this more with the small palette knife, it'll come into being a little bit better as well. So I'll just pull those out a little bit so they look a little more like they exist, which is great. And we'll do the same over here, just so that they exist a little bit more. Yeah, crazy event horizon. I really just wanted to have a fun, easy, quick painting. I know that this was not very long of a video, but that's kind of what I was looking for. I just wanted to have a quick little video. I think that most of my videos recently have been kind of short. So sorry about that. But I hope that that works out great for you guys. I feel like shorter videos are kind of easier to watch than my like 45-minute palette knife only paintings. But I also wanted to show that like you can do a palette knife painting and it's not like, it doesn't have to be like, first of all, like perfect or exactly a thing. It doesn't have to be like so intimidating for you to be able to like get into it. It can just be like a little fun thing, and it doesn't have to take a super long amount of time. It can just be a thing that you can just like, you know, I think I'm gonna do this, and then just do it. Because most of the work that I did here wasn't even complicated at all. So I'm gonna do the big reveal of the big painting now. Woo! All right, here we go. Oh, but we still managed to get it all off in one piece, which is the best. And there we have a palette knife painting within a palette knife painting. And we have a nice rainbow black hole situation. And that was so much fun to paint. Thank you guys for watching me today. I hope you guys have a lovely time that you will have time for, whatever day you're watching this, whatever time you're watching this. I hope you have a lovely time. You may notice that in the images that is scrolling by, there is one that kind of looks like this that was not a palette knife painting, and that's what inspired me to do this. I was like, you know what? I did that really fun black hole painting a while ago. Let's do it with a palette knife. So that's what I decided to do here. So sometimes you can inspire yourself, which is awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful time inspiring yourselves. Thank you so much to all of my Patreons who are scrolling by right now. I'm really grateful to you guys for always supporting me and pushing me to do more things with my art. If you guys also have anything that you guys would like me to try to paint, please feel free to leave a comment below and I will look into it. Remember guys that you are loved and you deserve to be loved, and I'll catch you next week. Mwah!